So now we're live.
Yay!
All right, everybody in the New Skin social media training group, we're going to let everybody kind of jump on here for a minute, but we've got a really exciting 10 at 10 plan for you. I'm going to make sure that we're live really quick here on my phone. While I'm doing that and while everyone's hopping on, make sure that you're tagging your teams, making sure everyone knows that we're live and that we're going right now. So tonight we are going to talk a little bit about things that have been going on in the group. Talk to one of our leaders in the group that you guys haven't had a chance to hear from yet, Michaela, and how
Hi
she's doing
guys.
and everything that's going on in her group. And I'm sure you've all seen her. You've seen her really active in the group and everything. And we've never had a chance to get her on, so I'm really excited. She was telling us that telling me right before we got on that she joined in May. Is that right, Michael? It was like
Yep,
beginning of May, and she
right.
saw that she was in the group and like there was like 300 people in there, and now there's like 3,500 in there. So she's been with us from
Yeah,
the
I
very
looked on there,
beginning.
guys, like that. It's grown a ton, really fast. Crazy.
Yeah, and she's been there the whole way. So she's kind of been there hanging out. She knows what she's doing. She's got a great group. So we wanted to get her on. Real quick, before we jump over to Michael, I just want to talk a little bit about TEU and the kind of schedule that is there. So the 17th and 18th of this week in Provo, Utah, there's a training. Anyone that wants to learn more about social selling and how to build a significant business with Nu Skin should be there. It's going to start on Friday at 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. And then it's also on Saturday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. We have speakers like, Jeff Mack, $20 million earner, Brent Bryson, Nathan Ricks. They're going to be going over how to really take advantage of the Power Lips launch, which is going to be going on the 27th, and also just basics and principles of how to build a business with Nu Skin. So what we've seen is that all the leaders that are growing the fastest, they've all been to TEU. So there's no coincidence there. Those people that are coming and they're making that commitment and that sacrifice of time, they're the ones that are doing really well. So that being said, we're going to get to the main event. So Michael,
I
like I was
think I'm
saying,
situated, I think. I'm like, I want it on my phone too. So where do I put it? Because I don't want to look over here, but I want to see everyone's likes and comments.
you look wherever
So,
you want. So you just look straight ahead. I'll worry about the
hey
comments.
guys.
You're good.
Okay.
So
So my name's Michaela Rendell, and I am from Draper. I have 3 kids. 16 the oldest and 12 being the youngest, so they keep me super super busy. And I have tried so many other things. I've done other MLMs and realized I was actually paying, like, I had to pay and buy the product and actually use it in order to sell it. Like, I had to have a monthly auto shipment. I had to pay for a website, and I was just like, this, I can't do this. Like, this is, it was tough. I tried housekeeping a couple years back at a Marriott, and I was like, what can I do where I can just be home with my kids, but like still work, because I don't want to leave them. Like, we've been through some hard times. I left an abusive marriage, and I feel like I just don't want to like just run off and leave them. I need to be here. And so what can I do? And freaking Paul Ware called me up one day, and he's like, you'll never believe this. I'm selling toothpaste and I'm making money. Like, I just made $60 in like a half hour. And I'm like, I'm not doing Nu Skin. Like, there's no way. I'm not. And then the next morning I woke up to like 3 text messages from him, so excited. And he was making all this money. And I'm like, you know what? He actually came over and was like showing me. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, call Brent. We actually got on the phone. I got on the phone with Brent. And I was like, I can't sign up under Paul and be on your team, because I guess years ago I registered and signed up under a different team. And now, like, what do I do? Because I want to post right now. And so he gave me permission to just do my first post and just do it without signing up. And you guys, like, I did not leave my bed. It was a Sunday morning, and I did not leave my bed from like 7 a.m. till 10 p.m. I swear. And I made $500 on that first post. It was awesome. So I just known. I've been super passionate since then. I love it. It's so much fun. And like, just working with our amazing team, Blake and Kalani have been amazing. And it just makes it that much better having great people to work with. So yeah, it's working out really well for me.
awesome. And then and Michael, so you've been around, you've kind of watched the group grow. You have a great team. You've got several executives in your group, and you've been doing a lot. So, and we actually see obviously how active you are because of all the different things going on in the boost room. So, what do you do just like every day, like what would be a couple of tips that you would tell people that you would do every day to kind of work on your business?
So I add new friends, at least 2 or 3 for new friends every day. Um, I exceeded my friend limit, so I actually have went and I've been deleting people that I just have noticed don't interact with me, or I don't interact with them. If they're not following me, I'm like, bye. And I'll add new people who will follow me. So new fresh people kind of going through your friends list is really important for me anyway. And then going through your old posts and the comments on, like, people are commenting interested or info, go and just remind them if they haven't, or if they haven't ordered, remind them that you've got a discount. Or like I did it I took advantage of that with the 50 tubes of toothpaste, and I was like, hey, I'm sure it's time to reorder. It's been since May. And I just personally messaged every single person. And I do voice messages through the Facebook Messenger. I just feel like it's more personal. I can talk to them and they can hear my excitement, and yeah.
Right. Yeah. And that's honestly, like, I think that a lot of people, when you told me that that's what you were doing, I actually saw your post and I was like, that's a great idea. So many people are so worried about how to manage their customers and how to like keep track and keep a client list or whatever.
Yeah.
If you just go back to, a couple months ago in your posts and just click on one of your posts that sold a lot, you can literally just go through and say, hey, it's been a couple months. I hope that you're still brushing your teeth.
And the ones that didn't order, I'm like, you've got to be like, come on, you're seeing it like all over. You've got to be ready to try it by now. Exactly. And I did. You guys, I'm at 30 tubes, so if I can sell 20 more by tomorrow, I'll get it. And I started like 3 days ago.
Yeah, well, I think that you mentioned that you did that and you sold like 10 tubes in an hour, and that was just literally by reaching out to people. So that's $100 in an hour. So that's awesome. Pretty significant. A great way to kind of go through. Another thing, I mean, every single customer becomes someone you can follow up with and potentially recruit. So who knows exactly what's kind of come from that so far. Then there was one other thing. Oh yeah, and Michael, you've been to TEU. Would you say that that's been something that's been kind of important for your business and in growing your business?
Yes, absolutely. I would recommend you guys take advantage, especially because we're here in Utah. Like, we can go there. And when I went, I was super surprised. You can take your kids. People had their kids there. It's just a big, huge family party. Like, it's so much fun. Amazing speakers. So many inspiring stories. I was in tears the last time I was there. It was amazing. And I wasn't able to stay for both days, but if you can just make it to even one day, just try to go. Bring your kids. I'll help watch them.
Yeah, no, seriously, just be there. Everyone understands.
I want to meet you guys. I want to see you guys and meet you guys in person.
For sure. Yeah, it gives us that whole nother level. I mean, right now, the vast majority of the group, we know people just by their profile picture on Facebook. So
yes, Natalie, finally, because I sat behind Natalie the whole time. And then I was talking to Jeff Mack after, and I couldn't get to Natalie. And I'm like, what do I do, Jeff? You're so amazing. But Natalie, I got to go meet her. And I'm sorry, Natalie. I'll talk to you the same.
Exactly. So yeah, and that's the best, is that you get these like big relationships where you feel like you know people so well, and then you meet them in person, and it kind of just gets to that next level. So yeah, crazy opportunity for free training, free opportunity to meet, multiple $1 million earners, $20 million earners, people that have really gone down the road and already done this. And yeah, then Michaela, we love having you on the team. I didn't mention this earlier. She's a new Lapis executive. She's got a great, group growing underneath her. You guys have all seen them, super active in the group. So, thanks so much, Michaela, for being on and for everything. I know that you had notes. Is there anything else that you wanted to kind of share with us and kind of closing?
I was going to just say, don't be afraid to ask questions. Like, if you're stuck and you're not posting for a week because you don't know what to post or what to say, like, just reach out to somebody. Like, we will help you. We're here to help. I'm here to help. Just ask me. Blake's amazing. Him and Kalani, I'm always blowing their phones up with questions. So.
And we love it. Honestly, like, yeah, I feel like some people have like asked me if I'm too busy or anything like that, and I'm just not. Like, quite frankly, I would prioritize people asking me questions or anything like that, especially people in the group that have questions about what they should do or where they should go next or goals they should set. I would prioritize that over almost anything. And I know Michael is the same way. She's super helpful. She's got her own group. She's doing live videos in there. She's answering questions. She's doing everything that she can do to be a good leader. And that's exactly what you need to do. Those are the actions that you need to take, is to get outside of your comfort zone and really kind of lead your group. So if you're stuck, if you're frustrated, you don't know what to do, just go to your upline, talk to them for a minute, and they'll be able to point in the right direction. So Thanks again, Michaela, for being
Thank you
on. I'm
so
just gonna,
much.
yeah, of course. And I'm just gonna really quickly talk about something that I've noticed and that I feel like has been super helpful for me and for my business. And it's something that I've noticed is happening in people's groups, whether they recognize it or not. It's something that's happening in Michaela's group. It's something that is happening in a lot of other executives groups. Is it's really just taking small actions. And I talked about this on, if you were in the other call that we did tonight in the executive LOI group, I talked about it really briefly. But really, it's just about taking small actions and just doing something small every single day and being consistent. Those are the people that are going to be successful. The people that jump in and they go all in full bore. If you told somebody, if you work 24 hours a day, you'll be a blue diamond at the end, every single person would do that. Every single person would work. They wouldn't sleep. They wouldn't eat. They would work for 24 straight hours because they'd be a blue diamond at the end. But that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you go out and you tell people, do one small thing for 15 minutes a day for 3 years, a lot less people are willing to do that. So that's what you need to do is make the mentality that you're just going to do a little bit every day to make some money online, to build your social media following, to become an executive, or to grow, help someone else become an executive in your group. And the way that I do that, just really quickly, is as I reach out to people and I try to help them understand the opportunity that they have. Not the opportunity that I have, but the opportunity that they have to take advantage of. So what I'm doing when I reach out to new people and to people that I'm asking to do referral posts or that I'm trying to recruit, if they live in another state or if they live in another city, I'll reach out to them and I'll say, hey, I recently started a social influencing business. I noticed that you live in, XYZ in North Dakota, wherever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll explain to them that I'm trying to expand my social business. And I'll let them know that I don't have anyone over there yet. And that if they are willing to help me out by just sharing a post on their wall, then I'll give them, a $20 gift. I'm not trying to hard recruit them. I'm not trying to kind of go out and get in their face or anything like that. I call it a soft recruit, but really what it is we call it a referral post. Just reach out to them and tell them, hey, you're unique, you're special. I've got this awesome opportunity that you can take advantage of. And then they're gonna be willing to help. The other way to do it is to just go out there and just open your mouth and recruit somebody. Tell them, hey, I think that you could honestly do this. Based on what you've got and where you live, I don't have anyone out there. If it's something that you're interested in, let's talk about it. And then get them on the phone, but really the key is open your mouth, set a goal for how many times you're going to have that conversation a day. And the more times that you do it, the faster you'll grow. And that's really all I wanted to say. So yeah, Michaela, thanks for bearing through that for the last 3 minutes, just listening to me just talk a lot. Excited to see you at TEU and to see your team there, and excited to see everybody else that makes the commitment to come. So yeah, look forward to it.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
No problem.